Oh, maybe I'll pull it up on my phone. Yeah? Okay.
I like watching it right there, but yeah. But
Okay.
also remember we're looking at this.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm like looking
Talk,
off into
Weston.
the distance half the video.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Hello,
hear you.
hello?
Hold on one second.
Was that a mouse that just ran in the room? What's the movie where that happened?
Who was that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's...
Who was that?
And they get high and they're eating pizza and they're drunk in the hotel room and they pretend that she's like a mouse running around. They're like, look, there's a rat in the hotel room. There it goes.
I actually have no idea.
I'm going to figure it out and come back on that because it is the funniest scene ever.
Okay.
Yes, people are commenting, hey, so excited. Hey, Weston. I'm reading the comments.
guys?
People are super excited you're on here.
Oh, God.
We've already
Where'd
got lots of viewers
We're just
on
waiting
here.
for everyone to get on. So welcome to, you know what I'm saying, Island.
Yes. All right, guys, welcome back to After the Island. As you might know us, I'm Elizabeth, and this is Alex
Yes.
from Season 1 of Love Island, and our special guest of the episode is Mr. Weston Richey.
Woo!
Hi. Hope everybody's doing great. Alex, Elizabeth, hope y'all are doing great because I miss you.
Yeah, we miss you too. So, do you want to tell them where you are right
Yeah.
now?
Literally, I'm going to be home for 3 days this whole month, but right now I'm in Lake Tahoe at the beach, which is why I'm laying out and getting some sun.
Wow, amazing.
That sounds so
I
beautiful.
need lots of sun. I think we're going to try to lay out this weekend. Try to not move around as much because you're...
I mean, I'm sure...
Oh my gosh, someone said, sup, Weston, your TikToks are sick.
I'm glitching a little bit. God.
Yeah,
I have to do the
you're
gymnastics
glitching,
every day.
so
glitching.
don't move your head around. Like, the more you look left, look right, look down, it glitches it. So if you just kind of stay...
Just stay right here.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Everything's good. So
Someone said, no shirt, Weston.
Weston classic.
Classic.
I got so
Hey.
nervous. Hold on, we're just fixing the sound.
We're doing a
Everyone,
quick sound
hold
fix.
on.
I think we're going to turn Weston's up a little.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. I love that. No shirt Weston classic. Love this.
So fun.
All right, so do we just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
Okay.
So
We're
last
jumping.
night's episode, how did it start off again?
It started off with Trey. I actually don't remember how it actually started off. I just remember the truth or dare.
Yeah, so it was the truth or dare, and I remember Connor. So they do the truth or dare we did, and Connor gets dared to lick Mackenzie's like foot up to her knee.
Yep.
Except for she's like drenched in sweat because Vegas is hot as shit. And yeah, their faces
Look
were
at
like,
it.
ew.
Look at his
Yeah,
face.
so that's her
Yes.
face. She was like, ew, like what? And then after it, she was like, that's so hot. And we were like, you did not think that was hot. Like, you hated that. And all the girls must have planned to wear denim shorts and
Yes.
like black tops, but it looked good.
I loved that. I thought Mackenzie looked beautiful.
Yeah, she looked really great last
She
night.
looked
She had
stunning.
really sexy heels on with
Yes.
black strappy heels.
And you know it.
I actually know her.
Okay, yeah. Can we get the tea on her? How do you
Yeah.
feel about her?
Yeah, so sorry, I glitched. I moved. Yeah, so I used to work in Arizona where she worked, Amigos, which is like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. She used to work in the nightlife, and I shoot photos. So I actually have some friends that actually have hooked up. Actually, one friend that hooked up with her. So
Oh.
she's a sweetheart. Yeah, she's 100%. But yeah, she's cool people.
Does she like younger or older guys?
She's younger, so she probably tends to go more the older guys for sure.
Okay.
I would assume.
So she said in her interview that she just so happened to date all guys that are millionaires. One of these people by chance.
Great question.
He's actually, I don't know how much he's worth, but he's pretty famous. I mean,
Oh, that's great. It was just a joke, but yeah.
Oh.
But that's
it wouldn't surprise me,
okay.
it's probably a millionaire. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, we love that. We love that for her. I don't know if you have seen. We have photos. Actually, never mind. I forgot. You can't see us. So, have you seen the guy that she is coupled up with right now?
Yes, which is hilarious because he actually looks like my friend.
Really?
funny
Oh,
part.
no way.
Okay, so she.
Because
she
I
has
literally
type.
glanced at one of the Instagram stories and I was like, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that looks just like my boy. I was like,
Wow.
So
Okay.
I have to ask you just because I think this is so funny. Before the season started, people were saying that Mackenzie and Carrington were going to couple up and be like Zach and I 2.0. Did you think that, or were you like, no way?
Hold on. If I want to recall, Carrington's the tool bag that I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
we've
Home
said
Depot
that.
thing.
Yeah, the Home Depot.
He's Home Depot and Lowe's. Here's the thing: if you're a guy, you have to tell everybody about your money. You're a tool bag. I just have to say that.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I don't know how. I'm obviously a guy. I don't know how attractive. I know he's fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But do girls think he's like super attractive?
So the more I've personally watched him, the less attractive he's become to me.
Right.
But like, part of me is rooting for him. Like, I want to like him. Like, I have some part of me that like wants to like him. And I don't know if it's because he looks like my type or what.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I cannot get myself to like him yet. But I think that it's there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and y'all both know this, obviously,
Right.
and I know y'all feel a little bit. I mean, different about certain situations than I do. But you know, there's a lot of judgment. Like, I watched a show back about like this person. They kind of created him for that specific role.
Yes.
Just like they did other girls and other guys on the show. So, like, I know in the interview process, they're asking specific questions to get you to bite on it.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So, like, yes, he came off as a tool, but, like, real life, I don't know because I don't know him. And you can't really judge someone based off a reality TV show. So, who knows? In real life, he might be a really cool person.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
what we kept saying because
Yeah.
we said everyone fits a role. You have to remember that you are only seeing an hour of what goes on 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's we told the viewers, because now we're all watching as viewers. So we said to look out for, things that happen behind the actual,
The main focus.
Yeah, the main focus
like
of
what's
going
happening in the
on.
background. Like, you could see Carrington like grabbing someone a beach towel or something in the background and be like, oh, he's probably a nice, good person if he's like doing, just the little
Right.
things. Like,
Well, there's
we're
nothing
just
wrong
getting
with
the
being a tool.
producer's cut.
I mean, I'm probably a tool, but I like to be nice at the same time. I mean, I can admit that. Like,
Right.
most guys, this is the thing that women or people don't understand. I don't know a tool bag that doesn't have a hot girlfriend.
That's hilarious.
Now, if you really think about it, like, you're like, oh man, he's a tool, but you look at his track history, he ends up, for some reason, women fall for that. I don't know. But like I said, he could be a super nice guy. I can't judge him. I mean,
Right.
I did judge him, but it's
Right.
based off what he said. So
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, what we like say about anyone on here is just what we see on TV.
Exactly. It's not the
Ride or
real
die.
them.
You
Yes.
would actually hate them in real life. Like, we're just speaking to what we see on camera.
Right.
But so after that, kind of the majority of the episode is that Trey is now put in this position, and the whole episode revolves around this, that Trey is in this position where he is choosing tonight between Justine and Caitlin.
Caitlin.
So everyone seems a little torn. I think more Islanders are leaning towards wanting him to pick Justine, and I think a few of them, like Moira,
Yeah.
right, wants Caitlin to be chosen because that's her friend and she doesn't want her to leave. But it's just, if there's like a divide. So, and the text was get picked or get packing. So
we think someone's going home, but
Yeah.
Weston, don't you know Caitlin as well? Or no?
what's Caitlin? Just to refresh my memory.
She has the blue eyes with black hair.
the 1 million followers.
I don't know her. I know the girl from Austin.
Oh,
okay.
Kirsten. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you give us your thoughts on her?
So we've been IG friends for a long time, but she worked for Dan Brazilian's.
I did
Brand
see
or
that.
whatever.
see that.
We did
yeah.
see that on her
So
LinkedIn.
she used to hit me up asking me basically like to get involved with like the branding side of Instagram and like whatever.
Mhm.
We were always supposed to like link up down in Austin and shoot some pics and stuff, but we just never did. And then she's on Love Island. But from what I know, she's in the bar industry world, so
Right.
Right.
you kind of know how that goes if you want to. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, well,
Nightlife.
yeah,
It's
that's
just
what
nightlife.
she introduced herself as a bartender. So
Yeah, she
we
did
kinda
say
took that
right
as-
off the bat she was a
Yeah.
bartender, and we went through her
Yeah.
Instagram.
I
so.
don't know her. I don't know her not well enough to
So
judge her, obviously, completely.
she in this episode comes out with no makeup on again. Stunning.
she's absolutely stunning.
like shockingly
Oh, she's
beautiful.
great with makeup on.
She's prettier without makeup, we think.
Yeah.
Like, she was like breathtaking. Like we were like, whoa, like it
I
was.
was like, I'll never forget. There was a time when Kristen walked in, and we were like,
Yes.
we were like, yeah, she's built, but I just don't think she wore the right dress in, to be
Right.
honest. But then we saw her take her makeup off, and she walked down in glasses. We were like, damn, we got a new Islander in.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
we were all telling her not to wear makeup. Oh, sorry.
We're like, oh, dang. So, but the thing is, and it comes down to this, it's not looks. And I can vouch for
Yes.
that
Right.
because it's like, here's the thing that nobody understands is, yeah, you might have two people that are good looking people. And the hardest part about that situation is they're not bringing people on here with crappy personalities. Usually, I mean, on our show, we didn't have anybody that was just a crappy person.
Right.
So
Right.
it's extremely hard when you have to base looks and personality in a day and a half to understand who is the best fit for you. That's so difficult.
Right. So Trey, though, I think he feels like he's making a decision not based on looks, not based on who has a better personality. He's like, how do I get farther in this game? He refers to it as a game. He wants to win. He sees it like a sport. He comes from like, being a college athlete, and he views it like winning, and he uses that terminology. So I think he's going to make a strategic pick, not
My
And
thing with that-
romantic pick.
My thing with that is looking back at our show, and I can really truthfully believe this, is like, I don't think we went on there for bad intentions of just a game show. I
Right.
really don't. And looking at the cast so far, and what I've picked up more this time is it's about following and platform and growing and
Totally.
getting seen. I don't really think it's based off love. I don't. Our show was so difficult because we got along so well. So
Right.
this time, I think they literally just want to have stuff up. They don't even.
yes.
Right.
I really don't. So
Yeah.
if for him in that position, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine as long as he's calling it like he sees it.
He does. And that's why Ray was saying he loves Trey. He is like,
Yeah.
he's reality TV
And which one's
gold.
Trey exactly?
He's the Ohio State football player.
We have his
He's got
photo.
he's got the hair.
Oh, not that you can
He
see
can't
his
see.
photo. But he
No, I know who he is.
You know he
he's-
is. Okay,
he's
okay,
short,
yeah.
shorter guy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So everyone
Yeah.
can see.
He seemed like a
Trey.
good vibe person, like a fun. And that's the thing. In sports, like, banter is everything. If
Yeah.
you play at Ohio State, like, you
Like, you're
banter,
chirping
you can
everyone.
get along with everybody. Like, you're going to parties, everybody knows you, like, you're good with people, But I don't think if he's there for that kind of reason, he should be on the show in the first place.
Right.
Right.
Well, and this is what I was saying. So a lot of people, I'm seeing comments. I'm watching right here so I can see your comments because I can't read that far. So I see people saying Caitlin's not there for love. But honestly, okay, if we're being dead ass honest
Yeah.
here, I don't think that she went on for social media clout.
I don't either.
She has 1 million followers. What does she
Right.
have to lose going on there? If she goes home first, I mean, she's not going to be worried about like,
And if we're looking at,
You know.
like, she's going on for Instagram followers, like, she's already at 1 million. Like, how much more is that really going to make a difference doors opening-wise? Like, I really think she's more there for love
Right.
than anyone would guess.
I
or
agree.
probably more than half the people there. Like, I would say she is looking for someone because she already got that. She's not looking for that.
oh,
so.
someone said Caitlin wants the cash too. I actually forgot that you
Oh.
win that.
I forget you win that, too. I never remember that.
I mean, it's 50,000. Obviously, listen, that doesn't get you really shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know how y'all felt about everything. I took this as an experience, and I've said this a couple times before. It's like I've dated in Dallas, and I have a very unique job. So, like, for me
Right.
to find somebody that can travel and do the things that I was doing, it's really realistic for me to find that on a show where,
Yeah.
say, I do find a girl that does shoot brand content, and I can travel with her, and we do things. I, like, 100% went on the show to find somebody.
Yeah.
And, we also did it for, to grow our businesses or our platforms as well, but
there were no
money's great.
promises for our
Right.
season, Like, there was no,
Yeah.
like, you sign up here, you're going to get Instagram exposure. Like, we had no idea if it would actually boost it or not, Like, that was not, like, an
That's a
incentive.
good point. We did it for the
It was more, it was the
experience.
adventure. It was
Yes.
like, this is once in a lifetime.
The funniest thing I saw was, like, they did an intro, and it was actually Carrington. He was like,
Yeah.
I don't care about bro code. He's like, at the end of the day, I'm not broing up with somebody or something. And he's like, I'm trying to find a girl here. And I'm like, what's funny is the best thing about our show is how awesome our friendships are, because none of us lasted in a relationship. So I'm like, man, Broco is actually pretty tight.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I always point out, I'm like, I made so many great relationships from the
Yes.
show, even though it didn't end up romantically. Like,
It was
I
Friend
still got
Island.
all the relationships.
It was
We
Friend
loved our
Island.
Friend
That's what I'm
Island.
It was better as Friend Island than freaking Love Island. That's what I was like.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
and so, I mean, this season, like, are they going to come out of it Friend Island? Like, we don't know. I'm excited to watch the recap this weekend of all the uncut
Yes.
stuff, because I think it's going to give us a much better idea of what everyone's really like and give more of a background and in-depth into everyone's personalities. Like, and we didn't have that. I wish they had all the outtakes and behind-the-scenes stuff, because it really brings the character through more that we didn't always get, you know?
Right. So Weston, I don't know if you know. Do you know that they're showing on Saturdays? You know the unseen bits.
Yeah.
So they're
remember
showing
those.
2 hours
About
of
the
it.
show. Why didn't they do that for us?
I
Yeah.
know.
See, like that's
We had so many funny things that were always happening that could have been in there. Like, all our pool games, like, we were always messing around and, like, digging around the villa. Like, we were doing the funniest things. Like,
right. So I think that
This is
that's
like-
gonna, if people watch that, it's definitely gonna bring out a new feeling towards other islanders that you might not love
Totally.
at this point.
Totally. And it's a bummer because, like, Weston is someone that would have been really nice for, since,
Yes.
you know, Weston did receive, unfortunately, like, a lot of hate. And I think if the unseen bits were on there, it would have changed
would
at
have
least a little bit. You
understood.
know, they would have understood more that, like, you know, you're not a bad person.
Right.
Like, it's just a reality
I-
show. We're
like
all
I
just
said,
having
it's-
fun. Like,
We all wear our heart on our sleeve, and
Yeah.
one thing that I don't think anybody understands is, like, I can't fake anything in there. Regardless of the situation of what happened, and I look back at it now, obviously I would never change or regret anything.
mhm.
But, like, you could never be with somebody, and then if you weren't fully into it, it would show. There's no absolute way that you would be able to fake that.
Oh,
Right.
totally.
You know what I
And
mean?
we can see
Right,
that right
and
on
people-
camera this season with people.
Mm-hmm.
And people just don't get that. You know,
Right.
like,
Mhm.
that's the thing that's hard is you have these connections, but it's like, I always say this, but imagine another dude that came in that was like an awesome personality and like just 100% man die, right? Like,
Yep.
and then they came in straight for you, right? What would you do in that situation? Like, as a girl, I understand you have something good going, but it's like, okay, well, damn, now I have a super hard dilemma in 2 days to find out if this person's realistic for me in the outside world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. We have to live in a fantasy land and Love Island, whatever, but like, obviously none of it worked out. And you
Mhm.
look back and you're like, dang, certain people could have been better with certain people in the outside world.
Right.
Yep.
I think,
You
too,
know?
if we had Casa Amor,
Mm-hmm.
cracks would have showed more. I think also, I think Alex and I say sometimes, too, I don't know if I should say this or not, but whatever, we're all being real here. We felt like we weren't super, like, challenged in our relationships. Like, I never really felt
I
like
don't
my
think y'all
head was
two were at
turned.
all.
You know, like, I think if there were more people that came in that were closer to my type and closer to Zach's type, Alex's type, Dylan's type, like, maybe some cracks would have showed sooner, you know? Like,
Right.
I felt like we
I'm
didn't
telling
really
y'all
have
from my
that.
perspective, I was thrown in a freaking mind zone. Like, I did have my types, and they threw them in there specifically to screw shit up.
Yes.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they
Like,
couldn't
what
find my
percent
types.
did.
Mine are very hard to come by. I'm too picky.
Okay, let's
Yes.
this way. Like, imagine literally. I mean, obviously Dylan and Zach are extremely good-looking guys, right?
Oh no,
If
I
y'all didn't-
think about that
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
Like, y'all didn't get challenged. Like, no offense to the other guys, like, but you know, I'm telling you right now, for 6'3", I'm telling you, I had two friends of mine. One of them was actually supposed to be on the show,
Uh-huh.
and they told him and whatnot, and then they just didn't. They were like, nope, sorry, maybe next year, whatever. I'm telling y'all right now, one of y'all probably would have got up and walked up.
That's hilarious. See,
He's
you know,
6'2",
who
he's
knows?
And he's from Texas. He's awesome guy, like awesome. And I'm telling y'all right now, if that guy walked in, all shit would have turned upside down for the girls.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, wait. There's a full-blown conversation happening in the chat that I want to address.
Yes.
I think I'm just going to start reading the
I
chat.
also
So
have it
Bryce
here.
said, I think Carrington deserves a girl who seems more for him, though. So the girl that Carrington, I think, will couple up with tonight is he will recouple with
Kirsten.
Kirsten. And it's very known that he'll do this. You see him all over her in the villa.
Right.
I think he's totally into it. And I think that she will move to the next guy the minute she gets. is what I think.
do
No,
too.
I agree. I don't think she's on there for the right reason. I think she's on there to stay on the show.
Oh,
Okay.
totally.
She's, if she does Carrington, who knows? Like, she's kind of sassy and says things forward. Who knows? Carrington said he likes the sassy. He likes a little baddie. My boo thing.
He also.
Yeston. I mean, I was like,
So
Yeston.
wait, Weston, in the teaser you see tonight, Kirsten goes on a date with
two new
Ray's
guys.
friend. What's his name? I could pull it. Hold on, I'm pulling
I'm
Corey.
like, yeah,
Corey.
Corey.
Wait, no, that's the other one.
No, that's the
Calvin.
Yeah.
Corey. Okay, so it's Corey and Calvin are the new guys.
Oh, it's two C's.
It's two
That's
C's.
confusing.
So Corey is Ray's friend actually, and he chooses to take Kirsten on a date tonight, and I think like instantly her head will be like, oh, I don't know what to do because he seems so personable.
He does.
And I was just
Charmer.
like, and so then it flashes back to Carrington in the preview, and he's like, the wolf in me is gonna come out tonight, and he talks all this shit that he's some alpha wolf dog whatever,
Right.
and he could not be less than he's not alpha at all. He's like, as Ray said, the runt. So I can't wait to see if his inner wolf comes out. I would love it if it did.
How tall is Carrington?
How
What'd
tall?
you say?
How tall is Carrington?
I have no idea.
We
Does
don't
anyone in the
know.
comments know how tall Carrington is, or can someone look it up somewhere?
Also, Weston, yell when you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have my bad. Yeah, no, I got people everywhere. No, I do think I don't know the guy obviously, but he talks a big game. I do think she would probably jump personally.
Yeah. So
and
I
that guy
think she'll
seems
jump
like a
to this new
good-looking
guy.
dude. And the guy that they posted the other day, the bug spray guy.
Is Zach's friend, from his modeling agency.
Yeah, no, and that's a good-looking dude, and he seemed like he had a pretty down-to-earth personality as well.
We were dying at the bug spray thing. It's hilarious. I love that he
But that's
doesn't
what I'm
say
saying.
he's a model. A bug spray guy.
But that's what I'm saying when you're casting is like they specifically ask you things to pick you a certain role.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, okay, what's y'all's role?
Right. So, obviously
Blonde-
he's a
blonde
male
hair, blue
model,
eyes, a sweetheart,
but he's
like,
the bug
Elizabeth
spray
Gilbert,
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they give everybody characters. Like you were the sweet blonde, blue eyes. Alex was just the absolute sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like gorgeous. You know what I mean? So everybody has a specific role. I was a Texas cowboy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Zach was the fashion, good-looking dude. Gaiman
Someone
was the
said he's
sports guy.
5'9".
Yeah, so everyone in the comments, Carrington's 5'9".
Are we making this up or is this real? Oh, she said she's pretty sure. Okay.
I mean, he looks 5'9".
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't
Which
know.
is
That guy's
fine.
over 6'2". That guy, if the guy's big and swollen 6'2", he ain't doing a dang thing.
Yeah, my thing is too, there's this weird theory that shorter men sometimes try to be more of an asshole to overcompensate for not being tall.
It's called
And
short
so-
man syndrome. It's
yeah,
100% a thing.
Whatever it is. And sometimes I see it, but in other times you don't at all. I think it's hit or miss. It's just a funny saying.
No,
But
that's 100%
I think-
a thing.
Yeah. I just want him to just start being a real person. I think he's just trying to be someone he's not. And I
Yes.
wish he would just put his guard down and be who he is and just not try to put up this front that's not him. But, okay, then we also have...
yeah, Johnny. Okay, we have to touch
Oh,
on
no,
this.
I want to do the other date really quick and then go back to that for last.
the other date.
So, Calvin, the bug spray guy,
Okay,
picks
sorry.
Moira. And
Moira.
and
Yeah.
she's very coupled up with
James
right now.
But they had a conversation where she said
Yeah.
that she would like to take it slower, and she has had fun getting to know his big personality. And if anyone watched the show, Matthew Hoffman was like, "What's a big personality?" And then he stops and he's like, "Oh, I get it."
And then
So-
they also said they made it to second base.
So they were clearly the first people to,
Yeah.
Do
Get all
something in the
touchy-feely.
James and Moira.
So they just get all touchy-feely, make it to second base, and now she's going on this date. And the clip they pulled from it is she's giggling, totally into it, and she says, "Oh no, love triangles."
Oh, it's going to happen.
So I
Plan.
think that's probably going to be the next thing. But we
Yeah.
did plan this out, except we thought it was going to be James going for someone else,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Kirsten,
I
which
think
could
James
Have
is
happen.
smarter.
too.
I think James is actually smarter. I think because I messaged the guy that messaged from his Instagram with I kind of people were like, "Oh, it's the new Weston." I don't know
Yes.
if y'all saw that anywhere.
We were laughing at that.
We were dying.
Yeah, and so the guy messaged me from his Instagram, and I was like asking him, how he is and like, his beliefs and all these things. And he's like, he's just a chill guy, like whatever. So I think he's a little bit smarter on knowing how to do love hacks.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't know what we were doing, especially the first week we were there.
Oh yeah, we were like so not aware. Like I forgot I was being filmed. Like I was picking my nose on TV. Like
I didn't even know that I could talk to somebody else. I was like, I'm not about to talk to him.
Like for all I knew, I was getting married by day 2 and picking my nose. Like I was.
Someone
not
said
on-
Moira admitted to being boy crazy, which is a good thing to point out
Yeah.
because you never know.
Let's put it this way. This is something that was hilarious to me, right? I mean, y'all don't have to feel this way, but do you remember when Cashel was in there, right? Nobody picked Cashel. We were all just like, who's this goofball?
Right.
And then everybody's like, oh my God, I'm intrigued by this person. He's different. He's all these different things, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden it was like, Cashel was the hot seat.
Right.
Every girl was like, Cashel. You know what I mean? So I think when you're in the show and you get that attention of like, 2 people want the same person, then it becomes this, oh, well, maybe I want them too.
Right.
And it's like a hot seat. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe she has that. If another dude's going to come in, it's going to be like, oh, this is so exciting. This is fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's also interesting because a lot of people... What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, I think a lot of people seem as though they're putting Moira in a category where she's like very down home girl, ready to settle down immediately, which she did say on her intro, which is why we think that way. But she also said she's boy crazy.
Right.
And I feel like she's the underdog at this point right now. Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I agree.
Our other big topic we had for today is the big news that everyone's been waiting for, the Johnny
stuff.
T. Have you heard anything about what's been going on with Johnny,
No,
Weston?
y'all give me Johnny.
Okay,
With the TikTok?
I've been working like a crazy man, and I don't have enough.
It's like, hold on. This is like, hold on to your seat. Shit hit the
Which one's Johnny?
Like, the tea has
So
been spilled.
Johnny was the bombshell that walked in, and he got to steal Selly away from, who was she with? Jeremiah no, she was with Trey.
Yeah. She was with Trey.
Right. So
Maybe I don't know if I've seen this guy. What's he look like?
he
He's got no neck.
everyone keeps saying he doesn't have a neck.
He's got no neck.
Man, can y'all help me find my neck?
Well, you have to look him up, but anyway, so something came out right before we went live yesterday, and we got an email.
Oh wait, I do know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Exactly
okay,
who you're
yeah.
talking
So something went live on TikTok, and it was about his ex-girlfriend who posted saying, we were dating, and like we broke up, so he went on Love Island, and we found out 1 week before he left. And then she dropped a bomb saying he proposed to me. So we were like, whoa, what? He proposed to you before he went on Love Island? That's crazy. So then we talked to her directly. We messaged her because we wanted to know the actual truth, because on TikTok things blow up, and
We're the after show.
we always got to get the tea.
Y'all got to get that.
We need the I can't do it when you gaming.
Where's you?
So anyway, we message her and we're asking, okay, is this proposal real? Are they actually engaged? Was this a thing? Mm-hmm. So essentially she tells us
she gave us like paragraphs.
Yeah.
She gave us a big message response. We were going to have her on here and then we decided against it, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So she basically said that they ran into each other at a music festival and he was trying to get her back and proposed to her as a joke.
And it was over a year ago.
Was it?
Yeah, they said it was over a year ago.
Okay.
The proposal.
How long did they date?
So
How long did they date?
4
We'll get
years.
there. 4 years on and off. But
No, that ain't a
this
joke.
fake proposal
Nope.
was over a year ago. However, she mentioned so this part, like, we're not trying to dig up anyone's past because everyone that has been on Love Island has a past. Everyone's got the ghost in the closet. Everyone's got the exes that like could have been messaged and responded. Like, we all had it. So like, it's kind of like you take that for what it is. Like, we like Johnny and we're excited for Johnny. However, she
Yeah.
said it's just red flags is how we kind of view it. If you've got an ex willing to be messaging account
Yes.
this angry and upset about something is
No, I know exactly what that is.
you know, so so it's like, you know, you can't really, I mean, I haven't met either of these people, but for what it's worth, she mentioned that he cheated on her multiple times and that he was like really bad to her and she was super upset. And you know what, if that's true, like that's like a huge bummer. And like,
Well, it's like,
but
it's like going on a show, seeing your ex-boyfriend who treated you like shit, and he's
That would
going
be
on
tough.
saying, I treat women like queens, like
Yeah.
if she's with me, like I'm gonna make her feel like the best woman ever.
Right.
And this girl is saying that it's
he was a
complete
cheater
farce.
and that and then she also said we were talking up until a certain date and then he told me we went on Love Island, even though we were in touch with an insider at Love Island and he was interviewing much
Way
before
yeah.
way before then.
Way before
for
they
the
ever
show.
broke up. So it's
So
like,
here's my thought process to all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I do know some crazy ex-girlfriends, and they would do some shit like that,
Right.
even though it's like, it's hard to explain because if he could have treated her right, and there's always two sides to a story where it's like,
exactly.
Exactly. That's what we're
did he
trying to
cheat,
say.
or is it a miscommunication, or is she saying that because he's on a TV show and she's jealous or envy? Like, there's so many
Yeah.
ballpark like
Exactly.
plays that could happen in the ballpark. It's hard for me to judge that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
so when we messaged her, we weren't looking to dig up crap like that. We just wanted her to basically say, "Oh, it was over a year ago," just so we could clear the air, basically. And then all of that came out, and we kind of didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
And that was when we decided we don't want her to come on here because we're not trying to dig up a lot of
Anyone-
stuff.
it's
Because
not like
you could have
bashing
you could have
anyone.
dug up anything on any islander. I feel
Right.
like everyone's got an ex at some point that probably doesn't have 100% great things to say about them. That's just life.
I think it's
Did y'all hear
also,
about-
sorry.
Did
What?
y'all hear about my viral tweet?
No, what's your viral tweet?
So remember I told you I was like fake Australian for a long time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that you told you had an accent and then, yeah.
Yeah, well, the girl tweeted, she's like, oh my gosh, I had sex with an Australian. Finds out he's actually just a cowboy on Love Island.
No way.
Y'all didn't hear about that?
I didn't know about the
I'm
tweet. I
crying.
knew the story, but not the
Yeah.
tweet, and that is
It went
hilarious.
completely viral. Like, everybody sent it to me. Good.
Right. No, okay, wait. So I just want to go back because I saw a
I
message.
see comments about the
that-
fake
so-
proposal being manipulative.
Wait.
Everyone does funny things like that when they're like drunk and out at a festival. Like that, I don't think that's manipulative. I just think that's hilarious and funny. My sister tried to get out of a jet ski ticket by saying she had just been proposed to, and it was totally fake and hilarious. So I feel like that's
I know a lot of people that get proposed in the bar just for free drink that night.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I would
think it
probably
was
do
that
that.
kind of
And
situation
then I'd be
is
like,
what it
"Oops."
was.
No, I saw a comment that said, "What about Rachel breaking up with her boyfriend?" So I
Exactly.
do.
See-
We want to touch on this,
Oh, yeah, this
and
is
we don't want to
hilarious.
say any names because, like, we're also going to talk about ourselves on this too.
Right.
No, I trust me.
This
we
is
all
where it
have.
gets really interesting. So everyone better be tuned in with their volume up.
Right. So we all went on Love Island, and we didn't know that we were going until maybe
Yeah.
3 days before.
Right. There's no promises when you're interviewing. So
you're
not
just
going to
kept
cut
in the
your whole
dark.
life off.
No.
Like, no one is if you had someone you're talking to, like no one's going to cold turkey their hookup buddy, someone they're seeing unless they like everyone has people mixed in with them, but what Love Island does is it makes you cut off whoever that is. And I think in our day and age with like our cell phones and our technology, we string people along or we continue to talk to people longer than we should most of the time because it's just right in front of us. So it's
Right.
easier. Like our parents, like it was easier for them to kind of cut people off and move on with their lives.
Because they didn't
Like
have to
breakups
see everything.
don't linger as much. So I think going into Love Island, mostly everybody had someone in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a day in Love Island where all of us started admitting and sharing our stories
Yes.
of our exes, our people we were seeing, etc. before going on the show.
Right.
So here's some of the stories.
So that's why we think that, for some reason, it pisses me off, but I'm like, I did it.
I know.
We
It's
all
like-
did it.
It's like
We
you shouldn't
really
be
did.
talking
Hold on.
to.
Hold on, what's your story though? I don't.
We're gonna
even
tell
know.
it. We're gonna tell it. And
Okay.
We'll tell some other Islanders without the names, but I'll
Yeah.
text you who they were after. But the
I
thing
already
is,
know most of them.
It was like group consensus that
Yes.
like 85% of us were talking to someone.
Right.
And it was like kind of people we had met and we were seeing, and then you were like, this is a great opportunity for me though. It sounds like an adventure. Like we aren't serious. Like it was a lot of that. So here's all our thing. So I actually went home to Michigan before going on Love Island. So when I got on my flight in New York, I had the guy I was seeing at the time took me to the airport, and he cried when I left, except for I didn't cry, but he cried when I left. He took me to the airport. He knew I was going on Love Island. He took me to the airport, and then when I got home, I actually reached out to one of my exes to meet for dinner, but I was going to give him the heads up that I was going, and that was it. And I said it right when I got to dinner. I was like, the reason I asked you to meet me is because I'm going on a TV show. It's called Love Island, and you're probably going to get, something, you're going to get questions about it. It's going to be on social media. And he was like, I thought you were going to say, let's work this out and get back together. So that didn't go over well. But like, my point is everyone has that. Like that was my story.
Right. And
Hilarious.
I know that when I went, I had absolutely no idea that I was going until 2 days before. And they said, you're literally going to Fiji, pack your bags. I was like, I have nothing. What do you mean? And I was talking to a guy, but like nothing serious. We never really hung out, but it was like I had to call him literally getting on my flight maybe 40 minutes before and said, hi, I'm going on a dating show. I'm really sorry. Because you just don't know what to say. It's the most awkward thing. And if you're not in a relationship with someone, which I'm assuming, I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and say no one was physically in a relationship.
They were probably all in the situation.
I know someone that was in a specific relationship.
Before Love Island?
Yeah. She took him there.
Who is it?
Who?
I'll tell you the tea later.
Wait, I can't hear you.
I said, I'll tell you the tea later.
Okay.
Oh my God. I need to know.
Okay, wait, we can't name names, but unsaid Islander, a guy, said his mom and the girl he was seeing took him to the airport when he left.
Same guy.
You know who it is?
Same guy.
It's hilarious.
Okay, next one. Tell him
Next one. This guy was telling the girl that he's going to come back and repick things up with her when he gets back. So he even went as far as buying her a keychain from the gift shop he had originally planned on bringing back to give to her. I had followed up and asked the Islander if the girl ever received the keychain, but she did not because the new girl had taken it and whipped it into the ocean.
We love that.
Y'all want to know mine?
Yes.
How funny is that? See, like, everyone had funny stories like that. Like,
we're like, Weston, stop moving and yelling. Start yelling.
Everyone started coming forward that, like, they had a situationship. So, what were we calling
want to
it?
hear Weston's.
Oh, yeah, Weston, what's yours?
So, I was not dating anyone serious. Basically, they didn't tell me, but, like, they were like, just keep your schedule open. Obviously, they told you all that, too.
Right.
But I literally had this girl come over, and I was like, at the time I was like traveling. I went to Bali, and then I went to Costa Rica, and I found out in Costa Rica that I was going on the show. So I had like 2 days to fly home, pack all my shit, and literally I was like, man, I have to go to Bali or I have to go to Fiji. I got to work for maybe like a month. I don't know yet. So the girl that I was hanging out with helped me pack my bag.
Oh my God! Wait, I do remember this.
That's hilarious.
And literally helped me pack my bag. She was like, well, let me know when you get back. Like, have fun, enjoy your trip. I'm like, oh, no.
That is so funny.
That is so bad. Can you imagine?
So bad.
If that was me, I would have been like, I'm going to fuck you up. But it's funny on our end because we didn't have to go through it.
She was cool, though. Like, we weren't serious at all. Like, it wasn't
Right.
one of those things. But, like, it was so funny, though, because when I got off the show, I got, like, the funniest DM. Like, oh, my God, you're out on Love Island. That's why you're at work.
Oh, my God. That is so funny.
You're like, I'm actually the official photographer. How did you know?
I know. I mean, I wasn't lying. I went to work. I got paid. I had to do W-9. I mean, I didn't lie.
Oh my god.
That is so funny. Yeah, no, but we just wanted to touch on that because I know it's blew up today and everyone's hating on Johnny and I've been hating on Rachel and then we talked about it and we were like, okay, I can't hate on her. I can't hate on him.
Yeah, we've been taking notes from
do that for an experience and like
Jada
yesterday's over.
Entanglement.
You know, like if you end something with someone and the next day you go on Love Island, like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like I told you we're done. And you go on Love Island, I don't know what else to say. Like, you can say that, and then somehow you still cheated. I don't get it.
Right.
Like, I don't know. So, like, as a girl's perspective, like, we broke up a month ago, and then he went on Love Island. It's like, okay, well, you're broke up. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You can do whatever you want to do because you're single.
Right. If you're not in a relationship, it's fine.
Yeah.
If you broke up with your boyfriend,
especially
maybe
if you're giving them a heads
leave.
up. Like I gave my person a heads up the minute I started interviewing. I was like, I'm probably gonna do this dating show. Like we weren't serious and like we weren't really hooking up anymore. We weren't hooking up anymore, but we were still hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And, I knew the feelings were there, but I was upfront about it. I was like, I'm doing this if I get the offer. And
I got a tea story actually in my interview.
What?
So obviously I like was upfront, whatever. But there was a girl that I used to date that moved to California, right? So we had to fly in for our interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I fly to my interview to Love Island. We're there for 5 days, obviously, and I'm like, we can't leave anywhere. So I was like, hey, I'm messaging this girl while I'm in the hotel room. I'm like, hey, I'm actually in LA for a TV casting for this TV show. What are you doing? So literally, they have security at the doors and all that kind of shit. So I just basically had her be my Uber Eats. So I hung out with a girl while I was like, we just sat, like, hung out, whatever, ate some food, whatever. But I literally was hanging out with a girl while I was.
No way.
That is insane.
No
Wait, how'd she
way.
get in?
Uber Eats. I literally it's like, hey, I'll pay. Obviously, she paid me. I paid her to get me food. She brought me food. She's like, yeah, I'm just the Uber Eats girl. It's.
Oh,
that's
hilarious. God, that is next level.
But she knew. I mean, she was cool with it. Like, it wasn't like a big deal. Obviously, like we're close friends. Like, we went to high school and stuff together, so it wasn't like.
That is actually hilarious. Because I was so scared. I literally didn't do anything. I was so nervous. I was like, I'm not even gonna touch my phone. I'm so nervous that someone's gonna.
I didn't tell anybody at all. And it was funny because I did my interview. And I walk in and I like denim on denim, obviously. Have I ever told y'all this story?
No.
I walk in on denim. I have like grease stains on my pants from like, I didn't have time to grab clothes or anything. So I walk in, all the interview people are in there, from CBS and everybody. I walk in, I'm like, all right.
No way.
Yeah, they just die laughing. And then I'm like, they're cracking up, having laughing in the interview. And they're like,
I'm Weston Richey, and I forgot what I was going to say.
That's the best thing ever.
That was my favorite intro.
Yeah.
That's a good intro. So, they were like, what do you see in a girl? And I was like, well, my dad always said, son, find a girl with some beautiful eyes.
So basically, sorry, I couldn't hear.
My dad said, son, find a girl with some beautiful eyes. So he goes, you know why? Because she's going to get fat. At least you can still look at her eyes. And they just died laughing, and they were like, dude, it was like halfway through the interview, and they were like, just go home. We don't need to see you anymore.
That is so funny.
Really?
Yeah, I had like half an interview, yeah.
That is so funny. I love that.
Well, I think it was so funny also, like, about the auditions and stuff. They wanted people that brought the energy. So the minute you probably said that when you walked in, because I know I walked in saying, I got a text! And they were like, oh my God.
I didn't know you did that.
Oh, yeah.
What I love about Alex, obviously, but like, Alex, she brings the party at like certain parts and certain moments, and she's the life. I love it.
Wow,
thanks.
That
is so true.
She'll be super quiet, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, Alex, okay.
All right. So now that we touched on all of Love Island's entanglements and situationships, we want to go over who do we think is getting sent home tonight? Because that's the big thing going on tonight is who is going to be the first Islander of season 2 dumped from the island.
So it's either going to be Caitlin or Justine. So we have to take our bets now.
Okay, y'all run me through Caitlin and Justine, what they look like again.
Okay, so Caitlin was first coupled up with Carrington, and she was the one who was
with
just
the million
like,
followers.
yeah, but
Yeah.
blue eyes, black
Dark
hair.
black
Yeah.
hair.
It's kind of like Kristen.
Yes,
Teeny bit,
yes, yeah.
Resembles,
She
not
hasn't really
like her, but,
found a connection in there. Justine ended up with who did she end up with? Trey. But then
No. Yeah.
Jeremiah.
Wait, no, she's with Jeremiah right now. Justine's still with
Oh
Jeremiah.
yeah, she ended up with
Justine
Jeremiah.
is with Jeremiah.
It's so hard to keep
Justine is who the Twitter conversation, the whole like Twitter blow up is about wanting Justine to stay on Love Island, and everyone needs to find Justine a man.
Right.
Right.
So that's who Justine is.
Gotcha.
So we
And
have
who
the
else?
two of them. Those are the two on the
Justine
chopping
and
block.
Caitlin.
Everyone else
Gotcha.
is pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
From our eyes and from what we've seen as a viewer, and Alex and I have watched these episodes multiple times, it's either Caitlin or it's Justine.
Mm-hmm.
They even beach hutted or whatever, all the Islanders asking them which of the two do they think is getting sent home. So it's
What is everybody saying?
between the two. They
What's the
actually
poll?
show a clip
Them.
of Trey
Yes.
deciding between the two at the very end. So we know it's one of the two, basically.
I just ripped off.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were eventually saying it said at risk of being dumped, so we don't know if anyone would actually go home. Maybe they'll send them on dates right after. But then in the teaser, it says, word for word, someone get picked or get packing, someone will be dumped. So then it was clarified that, like, one of the two will be going home.
No, but it says someone said it.
No, I know,
says
but they
at
said something
risk.
after that. It originally said at risk, and then they followed up with after that, it's someone that's going home.
Okay, I'm saying my prediction first.
Positive. Someone's
because
going home.
Everyone says that I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I think that the two girls that are left, or maybe it's just one, they get to go on a date. But now that I'm thinking about it, we already saw the dates.
Going on the dates, and it wasn't one of them.
But what if there's two dates? They always do two dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Corey and whatever. Oh, you're saying
There's
they get
only
to pick someone else
they
for
only
it?
showed us Moira and who else
But-
went?
You're right. It could be that, but if I had to make a bet, I would put someone's going home, and
It's Caitlin.
I think it's gonna be Caitlin.
You know what my deepest fear in the whole show was?
What?
Going home first.
Same. Same.
I was literally like-
I knew I was going home first. I was like, I don't like Michael. What's gonna happen? And then
I told my mom I thought I was going home first, so I actually didn't pack enough clothes because I was like, it's hilarious. I'm not liking anyone. I'm going home first. I thought it was like a joke. I literally was
After
like,
that,
I'm
I
going
was
home
like-
first.
But I lost so much hair on this show. It was ridiculous.
From the stress of going home
No, I'm
first?
not even joking. Like, I come home and I was like, where the fuck is all my hair? Excuse my language, but
Look, the stress thing is
I
so
was so
funny
stressed.
because
Like,
I was
y'all
the
didn't-
opposite
y'all-
of that.
y'all
I was
didn't
so
have any
smooth
stress.
smooth
Like,
sailing.
neither one of y'all. I guess Alex, you did for like the first week and a half till you met Dylan, obviously. But like, y'all didn't have any threats where y'all were like, damn,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm like,
Exactly. I don't
Well-
think we were ever challenged, like based on like our types
Worst
and who
feeling
we
ever.
clicked with.
I didn't sleep for like, it was miserable.
I slept like a fat baby.
Oh, I didn't because like I don't sleep anyway, but I just think that Elizabeth and I
Yeah.
were so not worried about going home
We
because
never
like
were.
we just didn't care.
I know,
Which
which
sounds
is
bad,
bad.
but it's almost
Like, we
better to
forgot it
not
was a
have your
show.
expectations up like that.
Yeah,
we
we just-
never thought about it
We
that
just
way.
like forgot it was even a show.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even believe that people were like watching it. Like
Yeah.
I like just thought we were all hanging out. You know,
Same.
like I didn't view it in my mind, which is so weird to say, but I really didn't see in my mind as like, oh, someone's going home.
Yeah.
All right, we have 10 minutes left, and we
Oh,
want to
yeah,
pick
right,
our
sorry.
MVIs of last night's episode, our most valuable Islanders. I'm thinking him.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think he was a man for the first time.
Yeah, so we
What's his
picked
name? Who's him?
for the boy.
So-
we were deciding on the floor before we held up
We're
our
gonna show you.
MVI card. So
Oh,
we
gotcha.
picked Jeremiah for our most valuable Islander
Because
because
he had a tough talk.
he had a tough talk with Justine. He faced his fear. Not faced his fear, but like he faced his situation at hand front on like a man.
Actually had a conversation about how they wanted to just be friends.
Yeah, he was up front with her.
Yeah.
And he's really, really happy, and he's so into Rachel, and you can see it on his face, and he just seems genuinely really into her. Like, it feels like a real connection. Like, it does not feel like it's scripted. It doesn't feel like he's doing it to be there. Like, he is into her.
And he's just such a goofy guy, which I think is why everyone was drawn to him at first. Bye, Johnny.
Bye, Johnny. Too much Twitter drama.
We need to take you for a rest for a little bit.
Too much scandal this week.
I think that Jeremiah faced his fears. He talked to Justine like a man, and he had her back. He said she was a great girl.
Yeah.
They just didn't have that connection, but he thinks that she was just so great, has a great personality, just deserves to have someone in there, and has really put herself out there, which she has. And I love him. I think he's great.
Okay.
No, that's awesome. I think if he did handle it that way. I think it's really easy to handle, like, the friendship at the beginning. You know, like, the first week is like, yo, this just isn't working. Like, Alex and Michael, like, Alex is like, all we do is talk about vegan shit.
Right. Right.
And I didn't have anything with Mallory, right? So there was, like, no beef, no hard feelings. You know, as long as you're, like, upfront with them, that's the best thing you can do.
Exactly. And I think that's what you have to learn while going on that show, because you just never know. I mean, I never had to have those conversations ever in my life. I just avoided them. But
no, that's the thing. In real life, with real life is like you don't put yourself in situations where you're dating two awesome people at the same time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like, you don't.
Right.
So, like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
I wouldn't know. I'd be like, can I pick both? I need another week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
exactly
really
my
bad.
point.
No.
Oops.
So who's the most valuable? Who do y'all think?
Okay,
it is?
Okay,
the
so
most
our
valuable
girl.
girl of the week is Mackenzie. Actually. Mackenzie has actually started to really come through. We see her personality a lot more in this last episode, and we just have really come to really like her. You know, like, we wanted to like her, and at first we were like, oh no, the fake boobs, you know,
Other things that
right
she
now.
said,
you know,
like,
she was putting on a show at
She's
first.
hiding those cannons.
Yeah, her intro tape was very like, I've dated millionaires,
Offset,
and like,
like,
I've
it
spent
just
$100
made me
grand on
feel
my
weird.
body. Like, I love pizza, sports, beer. Like, it was like, come on. And
Y'all don't know Arizona. Arizona's all like that. And
Yeah,
it's hard for me when she's like, I think she's absolutely full of shit when she's like, I just want to find a man and watch some football and drink some beer. I'm calling bullshit.
Right. So we thought that too. We were like way turned off by that. But
yeah.
in this last episode, you can see her being like a real person. Like, she has you see her talking with all different of the Islanders. She talks to Justine a lot. She gives a lot of great advice. And I think she really cares about the people in the villa. Like, she does feel like she's genuinely looking out for people. And I think, at least for now, like, she's into Connor.
Yeah, and I think she's a good friend is what we were saying. She's there for the girls, and I think
she is.
Even though they kind of make her seem as though she's very territorial over the guy that she's with, Connor, I think that's probably just the way that it's coming off on the show and probably not in real life. But I think that when she told Justine, come over and pull me aside anytime that you're feeling like this, I don't care what I'm doing. Like, that's saying something that you can say, pull me over no matter what, no matter what we're doing. Like, I think that was really cool.
I also have noticed.
We have moments like that too, and it's like, we show like a more heart to heart of like our friendship. It's not just our dating, but all of us were just like super, you know, so close. Like, no matter what was going on that day, like, we always had each other's back.
Yes.
I also have noticed too, she just has like, other than the one thing that she stormed off from, she generally has a really good attitude towards things that have been happening, and like, she makes an effort to like go talk to Johnny about what's happening, and like, she's been getting to know everyone in the village. She's been giving advice.
She's like the best friend to everyone.
Yeah, she has been a friend to everyone, kind of how Cash was.
Yes.
Like, Cash, and like even you too, Weston, like, you guys were very good about being a friend to everyone, and even when the new girls came in too, like, and new guys, like, from our season, like, she's just been, like, the friend to everyone.
Exactly.
And so I think that's why she gets most valuable.
And I think...
and I do think she probably studied. Yeah, I know her. So, like, I'm pretty sure she knows how all that, you know, the UK works, how our show works, like, all that kinds of stuff. So, That's another thing I wish we all did was too. I didn't study it. I
Yeah.
didn't watch one episode.
So maybe she does, and maybe it's because she knows doing this benefits her, but at the end of the day,
that's
at
her,
the
though.
end
it's
of
That's
the
still
100% her.
making those people feel better and feel more comfortable. So like, I'm here for that.
That's her though. That's 100%. She's that sweet.
Yes.
Okay,
And
I
I
like that.
swear if Justine gets kicked off, I'm literally going to hurt someone.
I do really like Justine. I know.
I know.
Oh,
we're reading
everyone
the
is
comments
so
now.
scared.
Sorry, Weston.
I know. I'm so excited to go watch. Okay, everyone, submit your last questions. We
Yeah.
have 4 minutes on the clock. We'll answer a couple more things.
few.
But wow, Weston, it's been so fun having you.
Yes, I know.
I know.
Lots of laughs.
I'm proud of y'all for doing this too. It's such a cool thing. Like, and y'all, we had a conversation the other day, and it's like
Mhm.
we all kind of drifted apart from Love Island.
We
first
did,
season.
yeah.
Like season 2, and I just put this in my vlog the other day. Was like, I wasn't excited about it from like all the things because we were so close and we drifted apart. And I said, I'm actually excited for season 2 because it's brought all of us back together.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I think we all kind of fell up.
Aside the bullshit.
Yeah.
We had to fall apart to fall back together.
We all
Like,
just
I
tried-
don't know what that quote is, but I
No, it's
really
a
do
quote.
feel like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I always
That
yeah,
is
I
how
always
we-
have been saying that to describe this.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, you go through so much on this show. I don't
It's a
think
lot.
everyone really understands how much it takes a toll on everything in your life
Mm-hmm.
and your mental health, your physical health, everything
Yeah.
about it. And it's nothing like no shade to the
Yeah.
show, but it's just you physically aren't prepared for it because it's not a normal situation.
I think too, all of
Right.
us falling apart a little was a testament to how real everyone's feelings really were.
Right.
Like all of our relationships were so real, and that's why we were all so hurt when everything happened.
Exactly.
And it didn't work out how all of us, speaking for everyone, you know, kind of
Yeah.
wanted it to happen, and it just we weren't all fits for who we were with, and it was a bummer, and it was hard being in the public eye and having everyone's response to that too.
And I think it's,
So-
you know, I'm sure everyone here, most people, the majority, have either broken up or been broken up with. And, you know, you always need time to heal. And in the beginning, everyone's bitter. Like,
Yeah.
everyone is. And it's just, you
Everyone's a little
need more
salty.
time to kind of process everything, especially when people are, like, always giving their opinions on stuff, that kind of stuff. And I just think we've all really come together since this next season came out. Like, we're so happy that everyone is kind of kissed and made up. And
Yeah.
it's not like an ingenuine thing or ingenuous.
Genuine.
It's
I live in a pathological experience that nobody can understand. I was like, I said this in my vlog the other day, was why distance the people that actually understand what actually happened to us?
Right.
Why not get closer and relate to it? Because nobody understands the mental, everything we went through with no support. And then you have a relationship that the whole world sees and views, and everything you break up, everybody
Right.
to this day still asks us every single hour,
Yeah.
we're together. It's like,
Every day.
yeah.
yo, I took all my photos down, all that, just so I can like get away. But you can never escape social media ever again, realistically.
Yeah.
So people just don't know when to stop. We're real humans at the end of the day, and you wouldn't like somebody like people are still in our business, and we signed up for it, yes. But
Yeah.
we also didn't understand the expectation of later.
Right.
Yeah. It's tough.
You know,
Yeah, it's tough. But
but it's been all a good.
But on a
process,
positive
and-
note, I'm glad things
Learning
genuinely
experience.
do feel good between everyone right now. Like the vibes are good in the group chat.
Yeah.
Like things are coming back together, and this season has been so fun to watch. And I hope more of the cast starts watching, and like it's just such a fun thing to bring us all back together and talk about and have that all in common.
Yeah, because, you know, there's
Not
only a
lie.
certain few that get to understand what we went through.
Yeah, no shit. I was actually, I will talk about this later, but I was really confused in our group chat the other day.
Oh, same. That group chat is so hard to keep track of everything. There's just messages
I
flying
was just
everywhere
like,
all the
what
time.
What in the heck is? I don't
And,
know,
and
it was so funny. I
Cormac
was
is
cracking
always
up.
so off to whatever's happening, and I love it. And it's always just adds great.
Cormac's
laughs-
like, I
laughs
didn't
to the
hear
chat.
any of y'all, so please,
Then he
please.
just throws in whatever's happening. All right,
Cormac.
we need to
We
wrap
are
this
about
up.
to get kicked off
Before we
in
get
literally
kicked
30
off.
seconds.
So I can't wait to watch the episode tonight. Thank you guys all so much for joining. We've had so much fun. Thank you,
yes,
Weston,
thank you,
for
Weston,
coming on.
for coming in, tuning in
No,
from
thank y'all. I miss
across
y'all.
the freaking country.
Yeah, you've been an amazing guest. To everyone else that watched, thank you so much. Please hit the like button down below. It really helps us.
Go follow Weston on Instagram.
Follow Weston on Instagram.
Follow him on his YouTube page.
On his YouTube page. We'll link it all below. And
Yes.
subscribe to our channel. Like this video. Please share it with people. It really helps us out. And see you guys next time.
We love you.
We love you.
Bye, Weston.
Bye.
I'll call y'all later.
Love you. Bye.